Whoa! Fellas, awesome guy PS4 here, and today we're playing a game that we've never played before on my YouTube channel. Yes, that's right, it's not a Call of Duty game. Hell, it's not even a Battlefield game, even though I haven't played that on the channel. It is a racing game. It is a Formula One game. Alright? I know, racing, I get that, I understand. I love F1. It's one of my guilty pleasures, even though I shouldn't call it a guilty pleasure. I love the sport. I grew up with it. I love it. It's just, it is the best racing in the world, actually. It's not just an opinion, it's actually a fact. NASCAR drivers, every single driver in the world has a goal of hitting F1, and few have done it, and few have done well in it. So we're going to just do a time trial because I don't feel like doing the career mode right now because it would take too long. I just want to show you how powerful these cars are and everything about it. It's outstanding. We're gonna go on the most prestigious track that everybody should know. It's Monaco. I love the track. I suck dick at it. Uh, I know I should choose a track that I'm good at, but it's like the most stock track out there. Everybody should know it. It's through the streets of Monaco, just in case you don't know. It is the oldest track that driven in F1, probably of all time, that is currently still being driven on. It started in like 1929. They still race on it today. In fact, the race was on last week that Sebastian Vettel won. I was happy about that one. Not the point. A lot of top teams, a lot of top manufacturing cars have teams there. There are also some teams that people own that just have their name on the team. One, obviously, is Mercedes. Mercedes used to be one of the top teams. They still are, but there's another team on there. That's my favorite team that is better than Mercedes this year, which is what F1 needed because the whole time for the past 5 years was just Mercedes. Now it's a battle between Red Bull, Mercedes, and Ferrari. I like it. It makes the sport much more interesting. That's Mercedes. It has Lewis Hamilton, Nico Rosberg. Lewis Hamilton, everybody knows him. He's a fag. I hate him. Ferrari, my favorite. They have Vettel and Raikkonen, two of the best drivers in the world. Great team. Williams has Valtteri Bottas, Felipe Massa. Bottas is on Mercedes currently because Rosberg retired last year after he won the championship. Red Bull, Daniel Ricciardo, and Max Verstappen. He is 18 years old. Yes, he is. He's 18 years old, and he's racing in F1. That's crazy. Sahara Force India, Renault, who is a car manufacturer in Europe. Toro Rosso is Red Bull's, I guess you could call it a minor league team, but they're in F1, so it's not really a minor league. A lot of guys from Toro Rosso wind up going up to Red Bull, like Sebastian Vettel was originally in Toro Rosso and then Red Bull, and then he got moved up to Ferrari, which was nice. Sauber sucks. So does McLaren. I don't know why they're a team. They suck dick. And Mannor's the lowest of the low. And Haas is the new American team. They're actually pretty good. Surprisingly, they'll probably never hit a podium, but they're pretty good for midfield. And then those are all the teams. So let me just set this up here. I'm not gonna display my ghosts. Off, on, off, preferences. I want to see what I have here. Alright. Weather and time of day. I'm not gonna go night on Monaco because that's a little crazy, and I would just want to show you where it would be normally. Very great track. It's a beautiful track. I'm terrible at it because the streets are very narrow. Uh, it's a crazy track. That's all I could really say. These cars are very powerful, very fast. It could run laps around NASCAR cars and Indy cars any day of the week. It's crazy. I'm gonna just do my setup, even though it's not really a setup. It's my version of a setup, I guess you can call it. Here it is. I'm not gonna show you it because there's nothing really to it except for just downforce, because this is very, it has a lot of turns through it and stuff. F1's very strategic. You can tune up the car and stuff that you can't really do a lot in NASCAR and IndyCar. This one you actually can. Just gonna go to track, flying lap. I'm probably gonna suck, so if I crash a lot, just don't. We're gonna pretend like it didn't happen. Alright? Now, I'm gonna check the controls because a lot of times this game likes to switch it back and forth for whatever reason. I don't know why. Let's see if I remember. I haven't played this game in forever. Shit. Fuck. Oh, here it is. Oh, here it is. It's on. Okay. Just the way I like it. Here we go. And there's a thing called the DRS. It opens up the back wing and it makes the car go faster on straights. There's only DRS zones. And yeah, we got a brake here, and then we got to turn into the apex to get a faster, straighter car. Up top is how fast I'm going for the lap. Right now I'm down a couple seconds. The green is when I'm going up on my lap, original lap, and I just banged into the fucking wall. And we got to brake really hard here. Tight hairpin. Then this is the slowest turn in the F1 race calendar. You go around at like 30 miles an hour, or 50-ish. There you go, underneath the tunnel here. This is the fastest part of the track, probably. And we go through the famous chicane here. Everybody crashes here, including myself. I almost fucked up that chicane. You have to hit the chicane. Yep. Okay. We're gonna pretend like that did not happen. Like I said, you're supposed to go through that turn flat out. I'm probably the only person that can't do it. And I swear if I have damage on this car and it affects my lap, but the rest of my laps, I'm gonna not be happy here. Yep, I'm damaged. So we're gonna just restart the lap because I'm damaged and it'll reset me. If I do terrible, like really bad, I'm gonna go to one of the tracks that I'm better at. Now F1 travels all over the world. They even come to the United States, down in Texas in the Circuit of Americas. One of my favorite tracks. Yep, I'm done on this track. But you get my point. We're gonna go to, where should we go? Where should we go that I'm good at? Yeah, we're gonna just go to America, same thing, confirm settings. I love F1. It's not as big in America because we have a lot of pine cones and woodchucks that like NASCAR. You know, I hate NASCAR. It's just them going around an oval. They have one track where they have like a turn other than left or right, whatever it is. And it's not that interesting, to be honest. Yes, there's crashes, okay, but like, it's not as much. F1, when there's a crash, it's a big crash usually. So I'm not a guy that watches races for crashes. Like, who the fuck does that? You're a fucking weirdo if you do. But I watch it just for the sport of racing. F1 is actually, you have to be very fit to do F1 because the amount of G-force that you go through just through a turn, and you have to do that for a lot of laps. It's basically a big workout. So we're gonna do a different car setup here. Probably Malaysia would be the good one for this track, I think. Now you see on the bottom, miles per hour, that's how fast we're going. This car is known for its acceleration. It hits up to speeds of 220 miles an hour down a long straight. It does 0 to 60 like really fast. I don't even know. I'm not a mathematician. Now we got to lift and brake, and I fucked up again. Oh my god. Good thing this is just a warm-up lap. That is my worst part of the track right there. I always fuck up on that turn somehow. Gotta hit all the turns in the right way so you get a faster time. I always go slow in and then fast out. Really depends upon the turn though. Right now we're going at 210, right? Yeah, 210. And we decelerate all the way down, and we're gonna go through a nice turn here. That was a nice turn. That was beautiful. Now this is one of the toughest part of the track. This one you have to, if you mess up this one part, you're gonna, basically your whole lap is gonna be ruined here. There's the pit on the side there. And somehow I invalidated it even though I didn't even go off the track. Wow. Alright. This is probably the most famous part of the track. You go uphill into the big hairpin. The amount of G's, it's probably about 5G through that turn, which is a lot. That's just as much as a fighter jet does in military, and I fucked it up again. Restart the lap. Oh my god. I'm gonna try and get a good lap here. We're gonna do this, and then we're gonna do my other favorite track, that's Spa. It is probably the most famous, well, the second most famous F1 track. The most famous is Monaco, the one we just on. Belgium is known for its big uphill chicane that you go through flat out, which means you don't hit the brakes at all. Oh, look at that, I actually got the turn right. Ooh! And this one's going to be a flyer, as the British people, the British announcers would like to say. Now, I have an old F1 game from 2001. My dad had got it because I was born in 2001. But not the point. We have a steering wheel set up. I wish I could record a YouTube video off of that, but it's hard to record for PlayStation 2. So, you know, but it's very realistic. That I know how to manually shift and everything, so I could it's basically like driving a car, but except not driving it, you'd just be sitting there with the steering wheel in front of you. It looks stupid, but it's actually a lot of fun. So, but I just fucked up again. Good thing I didn't go off the track. This is a pretty good lap. I mean, it's not one of the fastest laps. Faster than my original lap, because I really did bad on that one. I hit 142. Alright. My goal will probably be in the high 141s. Probably not going to hit it. But, you know, I'll try. Pretty good through that turn. This will be my last lap, then Spa, and then we're going to be done for the video for today. Next YouTube video I'm making is MLB. I've been wanting to do that for a while now. I just never had the time to do it. Now I have the time to do it. So, that's what we're doing next. Now some turns, as you may have noticed, I don't have to hit the brakes at all. I just hit off the gas and that's just enough to go through the turn. And the car will be able to go through the turn. Indy cars and NASCAR cars aren't able to do that unless they're going around an oval. This car could go through a turn flat out, meaning you're still holding the gas. It's crazy. So there are obviously some turns that you can't, like this one. You can't go through that turn flat out, but there's some that you can. Sometimes you need to feather the gas when you're going through too slow through a turn, like this. There we go. Hey, I gained time back. Alright, now I need to really... There you go. I just lifted off the gas there. Lift off again. I'm going too fast to the turn. Now I brake hard, and then I go fast. Now we got this. We got this. DRS. 142.1. Alright. We just need to shave a little bit more time here through the first sector. That was a pretty good first turn right there. Brake. Brake. Shit! Alright. We might as well go to Spa, because I'm not getting a better lap than that. That was pretty good, though. I'm not gonna lie. Spa is a very long track. You get up to, fastest lap time is like 152 because the track is so damn long. But I love the track though. So many famous corners like Eau Rouge. Like I said, the uphill chicane that you go through flat out. It's just an outstanding track. One of my favorites. Next time we go on F1, we're gonna race in Singapore, which is another street track. It's also a long track, but it's a lot of fun. I sort of suck at it, but not as bad as Monaco. For whatever reason, I'm terrible at Monaco. This track, I'm pretty good at, though. No, I don't want to do a flying lap. I want to set up my car. Here we go. Load. Belgium. Exit. So in MLB, we're probably going to continue a road to the show. I made a picture out of myself. It's basically the pitches I have for them, except for the knuckleball I could throw in real life, and I do throw in real life because I am a pitcher for school baseball. The only pitch I don't throw that you'll see is the knuckleball in real life. That's fucking impossible. I just put it on there in the game because why not? You know? So. But here's the uphill chicane flat out, like I just told you. That's crazy. And here comes the DRS. We're already up to 210, 211, 213, 215. Then we go through this big chicane here. And we just... No, we didn't mess up that turn. Even though we're going slower than our original time, I don't know why. I don't care, as long as we put in an okay lap. I just wanted to show you this track. If any of you guys are interested in this video, you guys should really check out F1 in real life. It's much more interesting, much more crazy. Those guys are nuts. That turn you go through a lot of G because you're going through that turn at 200. And then you brake hard for this big chicane here. Really got to slow down. This is a terrible time, but I don't give a shit. Yeah, 150. My fastest time was a 149. This turn is called Eau Rouge, like I said. Pretty fast for that turn. One of these turns, I think it's like... I'll see. I know what it is. It's not this one. A lot of these foreign tracks have really foreign names to it. Like they actually name the corners in F1. Is that? No, I don't think that was it. I think it's the next turn. No, not this one. This turn's not named, I don't think. It's either this one or the next one. It's called Blanchiment. I'm not making it up. Yeah, I think, yeah, this is called Blanchiment. It's Belgium, so. Yeah, big chicane. The new F1 cars for this year have wider tires and wider cars, which means they go through the track much more faster than they do in this game. They hit a lot more G. They hit probably about 6G. That's in the blackout range, where people black out because they're going through so much G-force. And that is literally fighter jet mode, or even in astronaut, rockets don't even, like, they almost hit 6G, not even. This is the last lap, and then we're going to call it a day. I like this game. Next time we're on this, we're going to do fucking A. But anyways, we're going to do a career mode. I already started the career mode. I just haven't been on it in a while. It's good. It's good. I am in a Scuderia Toro Rosso. That's where I'm starting out because I want to. My goal is to get either in Ferrari or Red Bull and win a world championship. Who knows? I might even win a world championship in a Toro Rosso, which would be interesting because right now I'm first in the points, which I don't even know how. I don't even think that's possible. I think I'm just too good for this game. On online multiplayer, I am in the top 10,000 in the world. I beat out a lot of British guys which play this game religiously even still today. The new game F1 2017, which is going to be crazy because they're going to bring back all the classic cars from the 90s and the 70s. They're going to bring back the F1 car from 2002, the Ferrari from 2002, from my favorite driver of all time, Michael Schumacher. He's probably the greatest of all time, with 7 world championships, the most in F1 history. He's won 7 world championships. He was out of his mind. So, but unfortunately he sort of fell off a cliff or something stupid, like the Swiss Alps, in a skiing accident, so now he's gonna never be able to drive a car again. But anyways, that was Belgium. We're gonna end the session. No, that was a video, guys. You just saw a side of me that I guess you could say a more European side of me. I love F1. I grew up on F1. I'll always love F1. I'm going to show my children F1. Hopefully F1's a lot more bigger in America than it is now. F1 is slowly growing in America as we speak. It is crazy sport. So yeah, a lot of guys that are in NASCAR and IndyCar used to drive in F1. Takuma Sato, who won the Indy 500 last week, used to be in F1. Juan Pablo Montoya, who's in Indy, used to be in F1. Max Chilton used to be in F1. He's also in IndyCar. Jacques Villeneuve won a world championship in F1. He was in NASCAR at one point. I don't know if he still is. Scott Speed was in NASCAR at one point. He's American, yes. And he was in F1 back in like 2007. He got fired because he sucked. But yeah, that's F1 in a nutshell. It's crazy. You got to check it out in real life. It is, I'm telling you, you won't regret it if you love racing. I do. But anyways, that was another installment of Awesome Guy PS4. I'm awesome, you're not, and I have a PS4. And who knows, a lot of people do. But anyways, leave a like, comment if you will, subscribe, and as always, I'm out.